and erectile dysfunction from using a combination of the two. To me, that is published medical literature saying, hey, you should not do this because specifically in that case report, they talk about how it created way too much pressure, which was the problem. Now, that being said, was it because he pumped up too quickly and it causes too dramatic of a pressure change? Or what was the culprit? All I know is that in that case report, they said that combining the two in this case led to erectile dysfunction and fibrosis. Therefore, I never recommend that. Now, what you're saying, very logical. I mean, that's a very reasonable take. I think the key thing that you mentioned is not going crazy with the pressure. I would definitely, right now, my recommendation is somewhere between usually 10, maybe even as high as 12 inches of mercury. But if you were going to use a constriction ring, I would say limit it to at most probably 6 to 8 inches of mercury. That being said, I still would never combine the two. I would never recommend anybody combine the two just because, once again, published data showing or published case reports showing permanent damage. I think what you're saying is reasonable, but once again, I think that that's bad advice and I think that's increasing your risk of injury and I just don't think it's worth it. So your take is pumping with the C-ring is the best way to pump. I think that's a bad take. Once again, your take is reasonable. That's just, I think that's a bad take, okay? And here's kind of a pretty interesting follow-up question. It's from Simtech7.